Alrighty, we are going to get started right here with break 838, the 2021 Contenders Draft Picks College Football PYT. 6 packs, 6 autos, 18 cards per pack. Alrighty, we're starting off with CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. Then we've got Deshaun Watson of the Houston Texans, Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers, followed up by Bobby Wagner of the Indianapolis Colts. Then we've got Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons, and that's going to a BreakTraders newbie. Philip, thanks for joining us this evening. Followed up by Javian Hawkins, school colors, and that is also going to Philip with the Falcons. Not a bad start here for your first BreakTraders break. Then we've got a Campus Legends, Patrick Mahomes, followed by a Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins going to Jake. Then we've got a school colors, Trey Lance. Trey Lance, school colors of the San Francisco 49ers going to Marie. Followed up by a Elijah Moore of the New York Jets. And that's going to another BreakTraders first timers with Sean. Congrats, Sean, on that. Elijah Moore playing the numbers game, 238 receiving yards. And remember, folks, all brand new BreakTraders customers get 20% off on our website with the promo code NEWBT. Next up, we've got Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Cody. Good to see you back, Cody. And now we're on to our first autograph of the night, and it is going to end up being a randomized auto because it's an undrafted player. It's BJ Emmons. BJ Emmons from Florida Atlantic University. Not currently on a team, so we will be randomizing this one at the end of the break. Followed up by Derek Carr of the Raiders to T-Man, Tom Brady of the Bucs to Cody, James Conner of the Cardinals to Harry, Dak Prescott of the Cowboys, Von Miller of the Broncos, and that's going to another BreakTraders newbie. Congrats, Daniel, on that card. And then Amari Cooper of the Dallas Cowboys. And we are on to our second pack in this break. We've got Laviska Shenault of the Jaguars going to Christopher. Welcome, Christopher. I see this is your first break with us. Thanks for joining us this evening. Then we've got Jonathan Taylor of the Colts, Derek Carr of the Raiders, Ronald Jones II of Tampa Bay, Travis Kelce of the Chiefs, and that is going to another first-timer. Welcome, Gary. Followed by a Campus Legends, Kyler Murray. And then our first rookie of this pack is going to be Pat Freiermuth of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Congratulations, Jake, for that one. And then we've got Tylan Wallace of the Ravens going to Phillip. Followed by a Patrick Mahomes playing the number games, 734 passing yards. I feel like I remember that game. It was an absolute shootout. Doesn't tell the score there. 52 completions. Crazy numbers right there. We've got a school colors Sage Surratt. School colors Sage Surratt of the Detroit Lions, and that's going to Caden. Then a Saquon Barkley, Campus Legends of the New York Giants to Harry. Harry, glad to see you with us tonight. We've got a Miami Hurricane, who is now a Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This might be one of our best autos to date out of this Contenders pack. That is Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips going to Cody with the Buccaneers. You know, I'm partial to Greg Rousseau, but that's really due to my allegiance to the Bills and to the Ralph Wilson Stadium. Figured with OTAs going on and the announcement that training camp was going to be held at One Bills Drive, I would let everyone know that I will always call it the Ralph. We've got the silver Ronald Jones of Tampa Bay, Deontay Johnson of Pittsburgh, Aaron Jones of the Green Bay Packers, Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team, and Tyler Boyd of the Cincinnati Bengals to finish out the second pack in this break. Hey John, great to see you this evening. Then we've got Roquan Smith of Tampa Bay, Adam Thielen, it's more than a Thielen, going to Haley with the Vikings, Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs, followed by Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Minka Fitzpatrick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then we've got our first rookie of this pack, and it's going to be Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos, going to Daniel, followed up by a school colors Sam Ehlinger of the Indianapolis Colts, going to Mr. CEO. The legacy break should take place tonight at 6:40, Thomas. We always have our breaks that are scheduled right below us in the chat. Followed up by Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, at least as of right now. Though Jordan Love said today that he is absolutely confident he can start on day one. Michael Carter of the New York Jets going to Sean. Followed up by a campus legends, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys going to T-Man. Then we've got our first Justin Fields of the evening. This one, a 320 passing yards, and that is going to Haley with the Bears. And now time for our next auto. It is Divine Diablo of the Las Vegas Raiders. And that is going to be going to T-Man, and that is numbered out of 23. 7 out of 23. Followed up by a silver Travis Kelce of Kansas City, Delvin Cook of Minnesota, Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions, followed by David Montgomery of the Bears, Cam Newton of New England, and Aaron Donald of the Rams. We've got Ryan Tannehill up first. Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, followed by Xavier Howard of the Miami Dolphins. We're going to have an in-studio guest, Sean Williams, the senior writer for the Fin Maniacs, who's nicknamed Xavier Howard the Magic Man. Followed by Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, Darius Leonard of the Colts, Devontae Parker of the Dolphins. Then we've got Kenneth Gainwell of the Philadelphia Eagles going to a BreakTraders first timer, going to Robert. Followed by Travis Kelce of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to another first-timer, and that is going to Christopher. Thanks for joining us this evening. Followed up by Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Cody. Then Chatarius Tutu Atwell of the Los Angeles Rams, and that's going to Harry. Followed up by a Campus Legends, I believe this to be Emmett Smith from the University of Florida and of the Dallas Cowboys, and another Dallas Cowboy going to T-Man, this one Micah Parsons. And then our next auto is going to be a Carolina Panther, and that is Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor of the Panthers, and that's going to Harry. And that is 8 of 8. I love these ripped tickets right there. Super cool looking. Reminds you of when you actually had physical tickets for football games. Laviska Shenault of the Jaguars, followed by Kirk Cousins of the Vikings, going to Haley. Kenyon Drake, followed by DK Metcalf of Seattle. Alvin Kamara of New Orleans going to Harry, and Matt Stafford of the Rams going to Harry as well. And we are on to our fifth pack in this break. And folks, discounts is the name of the game tonight. Would love to see some more basketball product move. That Hump Hoops 25. Let's take advantage of Hump Day this week and get 25% off all non-Prism basketball products tonight. Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks, followed by Myles Gaskin Then we have got Baker Mayfield of the Browns, Darren Waller of the Raiders, TJ Hawkinson of Detroit, and our first big one, this is Trevor Lawrence. Well, not our first big one, but the number one pick of this year's draft, and that's going to Christopher. Not a bad first break with the Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence pulls right there for Chris. Ooh. We now might have another one of our best autos coming up right here. That's super cool, Big T. We've got Terrace Marshall of the Carolina Panthers going to Harry. And then it's Zach Wilson of the Jets. Zach Wilson of the Jets. And that is going to Sean. Welcome, Sean. Followed by a Campus Legends, Justin Herbert from the Oregon Ducks, now of the Los Angeles Chargers. And then we've got Kwity Paye, 10 tackles, Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts going to Mr. CEO. And then it's the man, the myth, the legend. It is Groot of the Buffalo Bills. Can't wait to see him dominate this year. What, 6'7", just a beast out there. Super excited to see the player he turns into. And then this might be our biggest auto that we've pulled out of this one so far. And it is Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that's going to Cody. There we go. Great to see a nice QB auto. I think we've pulled an Ian Book out of this product before. But this, I guess you could argue Kyle Trask is the future in Tampa. I would argue Ian Book could be the future in New Orleans, but we'll see. Jonathan Taylor Silver, followed by Damian Harris of the Patriots. It's Tua of the Miami Dolphins. Can't wait to see Groot sack him next year. Chase Young of the Washington Football Team going to T-Man. Cooper Kupp with the Rams, and Brandon Cooks with the Houston Texans. Speaking of the Texans, saw today that Deshaun Watson wants to be a Denver Bronco. I'd prefer he leaves the AFC, but hey, Broncos could be all right. Then we've got Cam Akers of the Rams. Cam Akers of the Rams, and that is going to be going to Harry, followed by Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, James Robinson of the Jaguars, Tyreek Hill of the Chargers, Cameron Jordan of New Orleans, and then we've got our first Kyle Pitts, 170 receiving yards, and that's going to Phillip. There we go. Glad we got you that premier rookie on Atlanta tonight. And then a School Colors Devonta Smith going to Robert. School Colors Devonta Smith to Robert. Campus Legends Joe Burrow, followed by a Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens, also going to Phillip. Then we've got Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals. Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals, and that's going to Harry. And then we've got a New York Giant also going to Harry, and that is Kadarius Toney. And our last auto of this break, and it is a Kansas City Chief, and it is Shane Bouchelly, a undrafted free agent QB for the Kansas City Chiefs. Be interesting to see if he even makes the practice squad coming out of training camp this year. I'm not sure who the Chiefs' backup is, but off the top of my head. We've got Phillip Rivers out of 199, a conference ticket, and that is going to Mr. CEO of the Colts. Followed up by Clyde Edwards-Helaire of Kansas City, Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers, Zach Moss of the Bills, T. Higgins of the Bengals, and Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys to wrap up this break. Let's run these rookies down. Kadarius Toney of the Giants, followed by Rondale Moore of the Cardinals, Rashad Bateman of the Ravens, Devonta Smith of the Eagles, Kyle Pitts of the Falcons, Greg Rousseau of the Bills, Kwity Paye of the Colts, Zach Wilson of the Jets, followed by Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers, We've got our school colors, Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars, followed by Micah Parsons of the Cowboys, Chatarius Tutu Atwell of the Los Angeles Rams. Then we've got Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Travis Etienne of the Jaguars, Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles, Justin Fields of the Bears, Michael Carter of the Jets, Sam Ehlinger of the Colts, Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos, followed by Sage Surratt of the Detroit Lions, Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens, Pat Freiermuth of the Steelers, Kyle Trask again of Tampa Bay, Elijah Moore of the Jets, Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers, Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins, and Javian Hawkins of the Atlanta Falcons. And before we go through the rest of these autos, we will do our randomization of the B.J. Emmons. B.J. Emmons, a undrafted free agent running back out of Florida Atlantic University. Let's get this going. All right, let's see how many times we're going to randomize this. And that's 5 times. 5 times on the randomization. One round left. Let's see who gets it. And it is going to BreakTraders first timer, and that is Chris. Congratulations, Chris, on that B.J. Emmons rookie auto there. I know he's an undrafted free agent, but hey, you never know. Alrighty, let's run through these autos. First, we've got Divine Diablo of the Raiders going to T-Man. Followed up by Shane Bouchelly of the Kansas City Chiefs going to BreakTraders first timer Gary. Then we've got Keith Taylor. That's an 8 out of 8. And that is going to be going to the Carolina Panthers and Harry Hood. And then our 2 big boys. We have Jalen Phillips of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these are probably, I would say, the 2 biggest autos we've pulled out of the Contenders draft picks product so far, and those are going to Cody. Congrats, Cody. And that's the end of break 838.